Makes me happy with a smile from cheek to cheek and feeling fancy. That's where I'm gonna be. 'Cause now I'm shining, I'm hiding. I got a good thing on me. No, I can't hide it. There's nothing in my sleep. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything, yeah, anything, yeah, anything can happen, anything.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so very much for joining us the night before Thanksgiving. I know you probably have pies in the oven. You're setting up your dining room. So we so appreciate you giving just a little bit of your time. We know how valuable it is. I am the ever joyful, energetic, running on faith, intelligent Jerry Lynn Orocho from Cape Coral, Florida. And I am so excited to have you join us today. We want to know where you're from. Go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching us from and who invited you to this event, because we want to know and they want to get credit. So let us know where you're watching us from. And I'm just going to quickly share the agenda. The agenda is we're going to give you some company information. We're going to share some product information because you might, Black Friday, we call it Pink Friday, but Black Friday is coming up and your consultant may be having a special. So you want to check with her and see if she's having a special. You might want one of the products that we talk about tonight. So we're going to give you product information, and then you're going to hear a story of inspiration and hope from our fabulous guest speaker. But let's get started so you can hear a little bit more about this amazing opportunity.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years. And we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they're always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and you did not forget to comment in the chat where you're from and what consultant invited you, because it's very important. They want to get credit and we want to know who you are and where you're from. So don't forget that we are also doing a drawing when you comment. The more you comment, the more times you get entered into the drawing. So make sure you enter into the drawing by commenting how beautiful I am. Okay, that's just a funny ha ha ha. So I am Alicia C. Dickerson. I am from Estero, Florida, but I now am in Chicago, Illinois. It's freezing my hiney off. So that's one of the things I love about Mary Kay. It allows us flexibility. So you too want to flexibility, and you want to be able to go where you want to, when you want to, and how you want to. So my product for today is going to be the Ultimate Mascara. This is the super duper mascara. We have several, but this is one of my favorites. It's volumizing. It allows you to have a bold look with your lashes with falsies or without. This is the best on the market. So you want to get with your consultant. It's $16. It makes a great stocking stuffer for the teenager in your life. It makes a great stocking stuffer for the mom in your life. So make sure you're stuffing stockings. I am going to pass it on to the most amazing Julie Potts with her super duper product.
Hey, thank you. Hi, Executive Director Julie Potts, and I'm going to talk to you about our Instant Puffiness Remover. It takes away, I think we're going to get a screen share so you can see. This is my mom. She would die if she knew I was using her picture, but we were on FaceTime. And she goes, sweetie, my eyes, just this little puppy here. I said, Mom, I sent you this. Have you used it yet? Well, no, I didn't know how to use it. I said, okay, pull it out, put it on, tap it on. And within seconds, she went from having the little bags to them being disappeared. And it's only, I think, $35. It's so worth it. Back to you, Jerry Lynn. Where are you?
I'm coming.
Here you are.
Background stuff. I got it. We got before pictures, after pictures, and now I got to put myself on the screen. We're all good. We're all good. Just goes to show you anyone can be a Mary Kay sales director and run a virtual event. I am going to talk to you about one of my favorite products, which is our TimeWise, I have to read it, Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. It's a really long name, but it doesn't take long to use, and it has amazing results. So in just 2 weeks, your skin will look brighter, your skin texture. Now, this says in 2 weeks, but my skin texture looks significantly improved the next morning. I love this product so much. It always makes me look like I have brand new skin. Because why? Because I do have brand new skin. Because the glycolic acid goes to work immediately, removing dead skin cells from the skin's top surface layer. This exfoliating ingredient also works on the remaining surface layers, breaking apart the bonds connecting thousands of other dead cells so they can be released and plumper, fresher cells can take their place. So you really do get fresh, new skin every time you use this facial peel. You just use it twice a week for 10 minutes. And it has, some people get nervous that their skin's going to get red or irritated because it is a chemical peel and people get nervous about that. But Mary Kay is so awesome. They put botanical extracts in it and marine extracts that actually hydrate your skin while it's removing the dead surface cells that dull the look of your skin. So you're not going to have the redness afterwards. Your skin is just going to look beautiful. So this is a fabulous product, and you want to reach out to your consultant right now about it. It's amazing. Twice a week for 10 minutes, you will have new, radiant, glowing skin. Now, it is my honor to introduce our guest speaker, and I can't wait for you to hear her story. But let me tell you a little bit about her. Julie began her Mary Kay journey 33 years ago because she needed money and she wanted to be at home with her 4-month-old daughter, Nicole. After nudgings from her mother-in-law, she finally called a Mary Kay director out of the yellow pages. For those of you who don't know, that's actually like what Google is today. It was in paper form before, to learn about the Mary Kay business plan. Prior to Mary Kay, she had done a little bit of everything, from studying computer science at UNC Chapel Hill to being a waitress to a school bus driver to an office manager to an assembly line worker. She was told she couldn't be a flight attendant because she was too short and too fat. Oh my goodness. And she was never good in sales because she didn't have the right personality. Well, I think she's proven them all wrong. What a blessing it was to discover such an incredible, life-changing company. Her passion is to help women build their God confidence and step into their greatness while making their little girl dreams come true. That's why this event is called Dream Big. Because of Mary Kay, she was able to stay at home with her kids from birth to weddings to becoming a Mimi, and wants other women to have that option while making an executive income. Through every move, every challenge of life, and every celebration, Mary Kay has given her everything she has needed with endless opportunity. So since starting her business, she has achieved 45 gold medals. Oh my goodness, I want that accolade. 45 gold medals. That means she's added 5 people to her personal team in 1 month, 45 times. She has consultants. I hope you're listening. She has over 120 stars on her Star Consultant Quarter and prizes. That's 120 prizes from the company. She has done National Court of Sales 7 times, earning her 7 diamond rings or cash bonuses. She is 4 times in the National Court of Sharing, meaning she's added 24 women to her team in 4 times in a year. With 4 diamond bumblebee pins. She's achieved the unit circle of achievement 20 times. That's 5 diamond bar pins. Do you see that Mary Kay loves to give us diamonds? So 20 times in the unit circle of achievement. That's achieving over $400,000 in retail sales for the year. She has 4 times achieved retail sales over $500,000. She has 2 3-carat diamond rings. Oh, you're probably not wearing them today, but I want to see them. 2 3-carat diamond rings. And 1 year she took the $4,000 cash instead to take her family to New York City for New Year's Eve. That's my favorite story. And stayed in Times Square. And in 2022, took her parents to Italy for 11 days. She's earned 16 career cars, including 12 pink Cadillacs. She has 6 first-line offspring sales director, including her daughter. That was that 4-month-old baby when she started. And her daughter is now a sales director. She has 3 second-line offspring sales directors. She has earned between $80,000 and $112,000 a year for the past 13 years. Her highest commission check for 1 month was over $19,700, with a total over $25,000 with bonuses, not including sales and the value of driving a company car. Julie's favorite accomplishment was at 11:04 a.m. every day during December of 2018. Her picture was on the Jumbotron in Times Square for a Mary Kay advertising. Oh my gosh, what a life and business you have lived. Now, I'm going to bring Julie on screen, and those are her accolades. But let me tell you, this woman is so giving. She's so generous. She's so wise. She wants everyone to have the success that she's been able to achieve. So she's willing to give of her time, her wisdom, her experience, and she's always pouring into others. So thank you so very much for your time tonight. We love you, Julie.
Well, thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you guys are, have some fun plans for the holidays, and then don't forget Pink Friday to get hold of your consultant about getting some deals and steals with your Mary Kay as well. So each one of us, since we're all independent contractors, get to do our own thing. So you'll have to reach out to her and find out what she's doing for her customers. So yes, executive director, all those things that she said. I'm leaning in going, is that me? Wait, I did do that. And actually there's some things that need to be updated. I think that was before last seminar. So there's a few things that you could probably update too. So why did I originally say yes? Now, you heard the story about I called her out of the Yellow Pages because I was looking for a home-based business. We had just moved to a small town in Alabama. We were from North Carolina, so it was 12 hours away from home. I had a 2-month-old baby. And she was 4 months old. We'd been in Alabama for 2 months, and I was going to the grocery store, and I had this much cash, or I'd have to use a credit card, meaning I was paying interest on food. And I knew that we needed to do something different. And so I started to look into all sorts of different home-based businesses. One I wanted to do was I was thinking about a home daycare because I had gone to school, and the last major because I ended up quitting, but my last major before I quit was to be a teacher. And then I didn't really want to be a teacher. So I was like, well, I could use some of that education and have a daycare. And then I thought I would be stuck. Like I couldn't go back home 12 hours away because I would have kids there. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I love to cook. So I thought about being a chef. And anyway, it was just like a whole series of things. And in this process, I was talking to my mother-in-law, and she is an avid Mary Kay customer, still is today. And she's now with my daughter, but she's an avid Mary Kay customer. And she said, oh my gosh, honey, if you would try Mary Kay and I would be a really great customer. And I thought, well, I'd have one customer. If I could have one customer, maybe I could at least pay for groceries. Now, groceries, you got to remember, this was 34 years ago. I was 26 years old. So 34 years ago, groceries is not the same as today. And I don't know about you guys, but I just went and did my Thanksgiving grocery shopping. It was almost as much as our mortgage. No, maybe not quite that much, but it was a lot. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm like back to where I was when I said yes to Mary Kay. I do Mary Kay to make grocery money. That's where my money's going, is to groceries, because family in town and all that. But seriously, that's why I started looking for something. And then when I sat down with Cindy and she gave me the facts, you purchase the products at half price. So you buy it for $1, sell it for $2. That sounded good. You work your own hours. So I could leave. So an average appointment, now this is back in the day, it's more than that now. Back in the day, the average appointment was $50, which is $25 in profit. And most parties for like a one person would be 1 hour. It's $25 an hour. Minimum wage back then was $5 an hour. It would take me 5 hours of working for somebody else to make what I would make with Mary Kay and then have a residual income. So she told me about, that makeup is, we can all say, pandemic proof and recession proof. We have thrived during both of those. It is a large target market. So anybody with skin is a potential customer. Also, it reaches, it's a daily consumed product. So it gets used up. And so then you're going to get that residual income. And so she told me about that, once you invest that 1 hour time and they buy $50, they're going to restock that, in 3 to 4 months. And then you're going to keep getting paid over and over again. Whereas if I clocked in with somebody, I would get paid once. If I babysat, I would get paid once. If I, did the catering, I would get paid once. If I did hair, you get paid once. And then you have to do it all over again. But with the way Mary Kay was set up, is I would do the beauty session once. Hold on, my lighting is just, I got to pull this. Maybe not. I know Jerry Lynn's over there laughing. I'm like trying to get my lighting so I don't look, because it's, darker now. Okay. There we go. Hi, let's try that again. So I loved that you get paid over and over again for doing this, basically not having to do the work again. You just pick up the phone or you get a text message and your customers order. So I looked at all of that and I was like, that sounds really good. And then fear set in. I was like, oh, I don't know. I had so much fear, you guys, because I told you I wanted to be a flight attendant. And they said, no. I wanted to work in a copier company. I said, no. there were so many jobs along the way that I wanted to do, and they said no, or I said no because I didn't like them, so I left. And it was like, is this just gonna be another? Because I didn't even go to prom in high school, and so I just had all of these dreams as a little girl because I'm a big dreamer, and it was like everybody kept telling me no, and I was like, is this going to be another one of those like get my hopes up and then it doesn't happen? And then Cindy said to me, so Julie, besides the fear of starting something new, what will you lose to give it a try? And at that point, it was $95 for the starter kit. Now you guys can start up with Mary Kay for $35. So we have gone down in price. So for $35, you can say yes to Mary Kay. And I thought to myself, I was like, what is really stopping me? And I was like, you know what, I don't know, maybe I need to think about it. And she said, well, let's just draw a line down the center of the paper, and let's go over the pros and cons. You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? What are the good things that can happen? So I had this long list of all the good things that can happen. You know, work from home, maybe I could get one of those cars, you know, all of that. And then what was the worst thing that could happen? I would be out $95. And she said, what else? I was like, I would fail. And she said, the only way to fail is to quit. I was like, okay. Oh, I don't know. And then fear was still there. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't even know anybody because I just moved to town. So I don't know anybody. Like, how am I, like, who do I start with? Now, you guys, 35 years ago, there was not this. There was no computers. There was no cell phones. The cell phone that we had back 34 years ago was a corded box, a padded box, looked like a briefcase that you sat in your car and you could plug it into your lighter. And that was the start of the cell phones 34 years ago. So it wasn't this. Well, you can reach out to anybody in the world right now. And it wasn't that way. And so she said, well, who do you know in town? And I was only there 2 months. So I knew some of the neighbors who saw Nicole, thought she was adorable. The mortgage people, the real estate people, the bank people. That was it. I wrote down 11 people. And she said, okay, so if I can teach you on how to invite them to a party or host a party, and then you're going to get bookings from bookings. And I'm going to teach you all of this. And then they're going to introduce people, and then they're going to introduce people. She said, and she asked me, and I remember this. She said, do you want to meet more people in town? And I don't know if you guys know the DISC, Enneagram, any of that, but I'm an I and a 7 in the Enneagram. DISC I and Enneagram 7, which is all about I need to be with people. And I was like, yes, I do. And she said, well, this is a great way to meet new people. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, $100. I didn't have $100 in the bank account. I mean, that's why I called her, because I had just gone to the grocery store and had them take something out of my grocery bag because I didn't have enough money for it. So I was already like, I didn't have the money. And she's like, well, do you have a credit card? And I said, I do, but I think it's maxed out. And she said, well, just call the number on the back and see if you are. And for some reason, and by the grace of God, I wasn't maxed out. And so I was able to do it. So after all of that, and I just went back to, besides the fear, Julie, you're never going to know until you try it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. 34 years ago, you guys, some of you aren't even 34 years old. And I said yes because I wanted an opportunity where you heard all my accolades. I don't need to repeat them, but who I have become in this process would not have raised the kids that I have today. I'm so proud of my kids and the choices that they have made in their lives. Both of them are married with children, homeowners. Both of them, I think, are on actually their second homes already. And the confidence I was able to give them, I would not have had I not been through this Mary Kay journey. Because what we teach is not how to sell lipstick. What we teach is how to become the best version of yourself. Because when you are the best you're going to be the best employee for you. So, Jerry Lynn, thank you for letting me share my story. I'm so grateful for this time. Alicia, I know we're going to talk in just a few minutes, so I can't wait to get to know you better. But Jerry Lynn, you have been such a light and such a bright place in my life. We went on a silent retreat during 2020, y'all. Now, you know Jerry Lynn, you know me, because I'm very much the same. We roomed together for 2 days and couldn't talk to each other. I love you.
I love you too. Julie had trouble with that. She thought whispering was okay to be silent. No.
I wrote. I didn't whisper, I wrote.
That's
Oh
true.
my goodness. I so enjoyed you, Julie, and your story. And to get to know you more is going to be exciting and a pleasure of mine. The thing that I heard you most say is that you had to get out of your own way and you overcame your fears. So you pushed and you became the greatest you for your family. So if you're interested in this business or you think you might be, then you need to have a sit-down chat with your consultant. Your consultant will help you figure your way out of fear. She will help you to push past all the things that you are telling yourself is why you won't start your business today. Thank you so very much, Jerry Lynn, for introducing this business to me 14 years ago. 10 years ago, I'm making myself, it was on the 14th. I'm making it so much longer. So with that, I say thank you for taking on this opportunity, Julie, because people like you are going to help us get people out of their fear and push towards their greatness. So thank you so very much. And as you know, Julie mentioned we have several ways for you to start, but you only have to commit to $35. $35 will get you well on your way, and you can start your business today. You could say, Happy Thanksgiving to you. Give yourself a Thanksgiving gift and give yourselves and your family the gift that keeps on giving. So, Jerry Lynn, you want to tell them how, or you want me to keep on?
Yeah, no, I can tell them. Yeah. So you can see $35 is our e-start, and it gets you, I mean, Julie just talked about we didn't have these computers when we didn't have virtual when we first got started, but you can run a business from your home virtually with $35. You get a website for your customers to shop on, you get credit card processing, and everything you need to run a business. And I like to say that your sales director is your gift with purchase. We come out of your starter kit. And as Julie said, that we will help you, we will coach you, we will get you going in this business. Now, there are 4 main reasons why women say yes to a Mary Kay business. One is the freedom and flexibility. You heard in Julie's accolades that she was able to be home with her babies all the way through marriage, and now she's a Mimi and gets to go visit her grandkids whenever she wants to because she has the freedom, flexibility, and the income to be able to do it, right? And I remember, Julie, you told a story that your son didn't like that you were Mary Kay because you were always home when he was a teenager. It's like she's
I had him speak at it. Yeah, I had him speak at he had walked through the house and I had a bunch of consultants in the room and I said, Hey Chris, why don't you share with everybody, like, you know, what's it like to be a Mary Kay kid? And he was like, she's home a lot. A lot. Like all the time. Mom's home all the time. And I'm like,
That's
okay,
good.
well, I'm glad that that's what you think. I do work. Hello.
That's a plus.
I love it. So if you have teenagers, like a lot of people think it's so important, which it is to be home with your babies, but it's so important to be home when they're teenagers. That's
Yeah.
when they get into real trouble. So you want to be home when they're teenagers. So freedom and flexibility, the income to be able to do that. I mean, she took her family to New York City. That's one of my favorite of her stories. Took her family to New York City for New Year's Eve, for Christmas and New Year's Eve, and stayed right in Madison Square or whatever, Times Square.
Times Square. Can I
That's
tell
where
you
you
how much
stayed, right?
the hotel room was for that 5 days?
Yes.
$13,000.
Paid for with her Mary Kay business. Come on. Big dreams. This is our dream big event.
It still doesn't sit right.
And then she just
Big,
wrote
baby.
a check to pay it off. I love it. I love it. So let's face it, our products are awesome. So a lot of women start to get their products at cost at first, but then as you start selling to your friends and family, they start paying for your products because you use your profit to start paying for your profits and now for your products. And now your Mary Kay is free. Our products are amazing. Look at our faces. None of us are under 40. But we look like we are, okay? So
let's
we won't
just say
tell you.
I'm 60. Okay, guys.
I was just going to say we don't tell our age, but Julie does. She's
Oh.
proud.
Oh,
I'm proud
then-
of you.
And then our culture, you will not find a company like this company. Our company has heart. Our company puts God first, family second, career third. And what company teaches their consultants and corporate employees to live and work by the golden rule? It is so sad to me that we now have to explain what that is at our skincare parties. The golden rule is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that's how we are taught to run our businesses and live our lives. So we just showed you the $35 e-start. It's a $35 decision. I mean, how much money are you about to spend on Black Friday? Why don't you treat yourself to an opportunity that could literally change your life and the lives of your family members as well? So we hope that you enjoyed this broadcast. We thank you so much for your time this evening. And just give us a quick letter grade if you don't mind. It's another way to possibly win a prize. Put in the comments. One more chance to win. Are we an A, B, or C for you? So A is, after hearing all this information, I want to jump right in. Absolutely. Sign me up. I'm ready to be the master of my future. B is, I still have a few questions. Buy me a cup of coffee so I can get my answers. Now, even if you're virtual, we can have a cup of coffee. Here's my coffee mug in a cup that Alicia gave me for my birthday one year. So we can have coffee over.
Or water. It looks like another type of glass, but it's not.
She's drinking water. There's no lime in it.
It's nighttime, it's just, whatever.
So
We're
we can do
cooking
coffee
dinner,
virtually.
right?
We can do coffee virtually. We can answer your questions. We can text to answer your questions. Whatever you need answered, let's get it answered and get you started, because this is the time to get started. This is the holiday season. I just sold $2,000. My customers came to my home for my holiday open house. I didn't leave. I was in socks. They came to my house and did their Christmas shopping. You can do it too. And then C is, I'm a very happy customer, but I'm glad to know this new information. I can send women I know to my beauty consultant that I think would do well with this opportunity. So are you an A, B, or C? Go ahead and put that in the comments. We'll enter you to win a prize. And thank you again so very much for your time. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.